This week on Tomboy T-Rod, Asia's biggest and only all-female comedy chat podcast.
Oh, I can't believe you got us our first gay. You weren't as useless as I thought you would be.
Oh, come on, Joanna. Give us some credit here, okay? We are the funny women of Tomboy T-Rod.
Yes, not tirade or T-rade, but T-Rod, the way we like to say it.
So we are replacing the key performers for this night of the Magic Gala at the Dragon Palace. But hey, what happened to that husband and wife smokes and mirrors double act thing?
Well, I think they literally went up in smoke. And they had a really bad sore throat too.
Yup, That's what happens when you can't tell apart a toadstool from a truffle. You know.
Yeah, but those guys climb out of their mirrors and show people faraway worlds in them. We don't have those kind of magical skills.
Joanne, don't worry. We're going to use the power of video projection. If you can bring Tupac into life in a hologram, you can do anything.
Guys. You know what? We make people laugh, and that's our magic. Now, it's better than those mumbo-jumbo, that you read about, because they only exist in Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter.
Oh my god, look! That guy just pulled a rabbit out of the hat!
That's like the oldest trick in the book, come on. He's probably hiding the rabbit in his specially made hat.
Oh, wait, and he just pulled someone's wallet off his head.
Big deal. I mean, who cares about these run-of-the-mill magicians? Hey, wait. Where's my wallet? Hey, where's my wallet?
Is it me, or does everyone here look too magical for my liking? No shit! That avatar-looking dude is turning everything blue with his touch!
Oh my god, did that black cat on that wheelchair just transform into an old woman? I'm getting weird vibe about this place.
They're illusions, people, just illusions. It's all smokes and mirrors. Guys, jeez. Persis? What's with that black eye?
You know what? I have to punch that idiot who tried to steal my wallet. Hey, is it me or is it getting hot in here? Ooh, global warming is real, yo!
Again? Why are you hot everywhere you go, Persis? Do I need to strap an aircon on you or something?
Woman who just entered the room with 4 dragons. There can only be one mother of dragons,
Hush, City, she owns this place.
Did I just hear someone challenging my authority?
Oh, no, of course not. We are just talking about how fabulous you look in your dress tonight.
Yeah, you're better than that Daenerys. I mean, whoever in that freaking stupid show called Game of Thrones. I mean, your dragons are much fiercer, Your Highness. Raw.
Oh, honey. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Who are you guys?
Well, we are the replacement comedy troupe for your smoke and mirrors double act. Poor guys, falling sick at the very last minute. Oh.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, drinks are on me, tomboys.
All right.
Okay.
It's epic and more galactic than a supermassive black hole. Introducing Asia's biggest and only all-female English comedy chat podcast. Welcome to Tomboy T-Rod.
How'd you find the coffee?
Well, it's kind of cold.
Let me sort this out.
Whoa,
Wow,
that's dope. I'm so heading to SPCA right now to adopt a baby dragon tomorrow.
What?
But first, we have Charmaine Offman in the house.
Yeah, man, that's right. All the way from Kuala Lumpur. That's the white man's way of pronouncing the city name.
Yeah.
Kuala Lumpur. Okay, so our guest for today is multi-talented actor, writer, director, improviser, and stand-up comedian, all rolled into one tasty sushi roll.
Whoa! And we saw her rock the stage last year at Supercom 3 as she
Alright.
shared her dating misadventures.
You can like Charmaine Othman on Facebook or connect with her on Twitter.
Tweet.
Yeah, actually, I'm doing that right now. Okay, Charmaine. So what have you been up to lately?
Lately, I've been writing a lot. I've been writing a lot for TV.
Yeah.
I actually wrote something for Singapore for Channel 5.
Wow.
It's coming out in April. It's called Rojak.
Was it censored?
Oh yeah.
I think it is.
Yeah.
It is. Like even during the writing process, we had a lot of meddling. Yeah.
Have to be Singapore.
yeah.
Did they ask you to like write it in a white t-shirt and a white pants because
Close, almost.
that's a very PAP thing.
Do you
Whoops.
have any ritual when you're writing? Like you need to be in a quiet room, you need a cup of tea. Like what do you need when you're writing?
A lot of sugar. Yeah. The thing is like I write better at night because I find like in the day there's a lot of distractions. Like it's just too many distractions. So I write better at night, which is really bad for my sleeping habits. But you gotta do lah. You gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah.
But you're a dragon mama, you're a dragon mama,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
So you can do everything.
I try. Yeah. But that's what I've been up to lately. I haven't been. The last time I did stand up was in October actually. That's a while ago. Actually, no. I did stand up last night, but
What, in your bedroom?
so it had been a while since the last time I did like a stand up show.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get back into it, writing new material. Yeah. So this year is all about trying to really get back into the swing of like doing stand up. A lot of stand up gigs. Yeah.
Is it different to write for a sitcom than it is to write for a stand-up?
I guess when you write a sitcom, obviously you have to think of the plot, the plot A and plot B. But what I kind of take from, writing stand-up comedy and I apply it to writing sitcoms is like timing. Like when I write my stand-up set, I try, every 20, 30 seconds, there's got to be a laugh, there's got to be a laugh. So I try to do that when I write my sitcoms as well. Like every 20, 30 seconds, there has to be like a punchline. So there's some difference, but there are some similarities, yeah.
Yeah, because your humor is kind of very subtle. It's like very like you're taking the mickey out of things, and that's what we noticed when we went to see you at Supercom 3.
Yeah, the thing with me like having to be subtle because I think a lot of my humor is based around like dating and my sex life and
It's great you're letting everybody know about it.
and it's just something that because when I started, Joanne Kam was, I would say, one of my mentors. And she, said I have to be a bit careful about what I say, even though the stand-up scene is relatively, I would say, niche or underground in Kuala Lumpur, but I still have to be careful because I'm a Malay Muslim woman. So hence that's why, I do talk about sex, but most of the time I don't really spell it out. I think
High five, girl, high five. I get what you mean. I so get what you mean.
Okay, we got some sisterhood going on here.
yeah, it's quite subtle, but people get it, so that's good. Yeah.
But have you got like anyone ever like complaining like you are very careful, right? Have you got like ever anyone say, oh no, that's too much?
Once in a while I do. But it's okay because people are not used to it.
Yeah, you just ignore them, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't happen all the time. It happens once in a while, so it's fine. It doesn't bother me.
You're just too lovely on
Yeah.
stage, I think. They don't say anything.
I did a show for the KL Comedy Festival. Joanna, you did that show, right?
I know we're in the same show.
Right? We did that show, right? And then
Did anyone say anything after the show? I thought they loved you. That one, like, you did really, really well.
this lady, Ivy Josiah, she heads the Women's Aid organization.
Yeah.
And so she was at the show, and then after this show, she said hi to me and congratulated me, and then she was like, "Oh, loved it, but I don't know about your your anal sex joke."
She's just jealous.
Yeah. And then I just said to her, "Oh, really? My mom loves it." So
Yeah, give her one of the dragons, they'll burn her up. Yeah.
yeah.
Sensitive.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, my mother is like my number one supporter, and she comes to almost every first run of my new set of jokes, and yeah, I think she thinks I'm making all of these things up. She doesn't know it's real.
Now she knows.
Ignorance is bliss, as I've learned with parents.
Yeah.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, she's like my censorship lah. If mommy doesn't say anything, I'm good, man. And so far, she hasn't said anything.
It's mom approved.
Hashtag mommy approved.
Yeah, mommy approved. Stand up.
Whoa! Did you see that dragon bartender at the bar? She's smoking huts.
Oh, please stop running over those dragons like a fangirl, silly.
Oh, it's all right. My dragons are for all of you to admire.
Oh wow, a flaming Lamborghini. Oh, now we're talking. Yeah, high five, city.
No. One martini for me, please. Shaken but not stirred.
We heard you, Bon. Joanna Bon.
Okay, guys, let's drink to our first ever gig and to the success of Tomboy Tirad. Cheers!
Cheers! Right, so now that we're all chilled out, I think it's time to move to our first news topic of the day. Now, have you guys heard about a new home share site called Kink BNB?
Airbnb is a great option for those who want to travel, stay in a nice cozy place, and pay a lot less than a hotel. Well, what about those who are extremely kinky and they don't want to go through TSA with their sex toys? There is now an option for you. It's known as Kink BNB, and it lets you rent things like a sex dungeon while you're on vacation.
Yeah, I think so. All these giggles? Okay, girls giggling in a room about kinky stuff? Yeah, we know you've heard of it. Okay, so anyway, you guessed it. No prizes for guessing that it's kind of like an Airbnb, but a kinkier 50 Shades of Grey version.
That's good.
Yeah, and I think we're right up Charmaine's, bedroom right there. It kind of offers rentals on dungeons, prison cells, and adult play flats.
Ooh, so much playing.
Ooh, so if I don't keep my place clean, will I be punished?
Oh, yeah.
Only if you want to, Raven. Only if you want to.
You can stay stopped anytime.
I think the punishment is like a bonus, right? Yeah, I think people would just hire it and purposely don't clean it up because they want to be punished.
I think in
It's like-
Charmaine's case with the dragons, it was hire and fire. Ooh.
So one spank for not cleaning up the kitchen,
Oh,
two
yeah.
whips for not
Yeah.
flushing the toilet. So there you go.
Yeah, it's smoking. No, let's go to the next story. Okay, so speaking of Dungeons and Dragons and all this kinky stuff, I would rather get spanked by a real human from a kinky B&B than by a robot, right, Raven?
Yeah, have you seen those next generation Atlas robots from Boston Dynamics? Those are real creepy, you know.
Alphabet's robotics arm, Boston Dynamics, has posted a YouTube video of the new version of its Atlas robot, as you're seeing there. It showcases some of the robot's capabilities, but is it ready for prime time?
Yeah, I'm not going to have sex with any one of them, though. That's for sure. Yeah.
No, I don't see anything on the body.
It's metal. It's like metal and plastic. It'll be like, oh.
That's the true asexual right there.
How do you grind up against something that's metallic? Sorry.
Hello.
How?
That's very easy for me. I don't know about all of you, but
How? I can't. I'm like, I still need like flesh and skin or whatever, but
I agree. No amount of technology can recreate like the actual sensations.
I don't think those robots are actually for sex. They
But eventually they should be, right?
thank you, Joanna, for reminding us. Yes, we were digressing.
Like they have the little boxes. They can fight, I think, but not for sex.
That's
I'm so
right.
sorry, ladies.
They're meant for housework.
And they look very nerdy. Like they have very long body and very short legs. And then they walk like Forrest Gump. They never look down. I don't find them very attractive sexually.
Yeah, because I think they don't have a male or a female version, right? There's nothing there. Yeah.
They look like men though. Are they supposed to be women? I don't know. I didn't get their names.
I don't know what. Yeah, maybe they are men. Like it's just we just look at a robot and we just ultimately that's so sexist,
know,
right?
I
Ultimately
know.
think that they
Yeah,
are
but yeah,
male,
metallic.
you know. But I am actually fascinated when I saw them. Actually, like one of them was treading in the snow, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of fascinating to see how they're almost human-like, but at the same time, it's kind of creepy because at one point this robot was like almost losing his balance. And then you see how they actually, try to get their balance back, almost like humans.
Yeah.
And then there's another scene where this guy was trying to whack the robot and
Yeah, that was so mean. He was beating up the robot from the front and from the back. I was feeling sorry for the robot.
That was mean, yeah. I was like, hey, stop whacking that robot.
And the robot didn't say anything. I think he was not supposed. He couldn't speak. I think, but say something.
I think that's like the turning point. Someday when there's a robot revolution, when the robots rise out, they will use that moment. You see that video? You see that how we been whacked?
Your dragons are amazing. Thank you for letting me ride one. This means so much to me.
It's like watching a bird show, but on steroids. I know who to call the next time when I organize a barbecue.
Well, you got to keep the masses entertained. That's how you control them. I mean, inspire them to greatness, yes.
Yes, Charmaine. Oh, your great highness. The one that lights the entire planet up. You are the queen indeed. Daenerys Targaryen has nothing on you, my dear. She only has 3 dragons? And you have what? Scores!
Yeah, 3.
Scores!
Big deal.
Hey. Now, let's bring the attention back to Charmaine, who is the real star of today's interview.
Whoa!
Hey, before we go, I just
Yeah.
wanted to say something about Game of Thrones. I'm not a Game of Thrones fan, okay? Because I watched the first...
Shocking!
I know, right? I watched the first episode and I was like, what?
Really?
she was talking about the first episode of the first series
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, but there was nothing significantly
No.
bizarre about that
which one?
episode.
Incest?
Yeah, hello, incest, first scene.
Oh, sorry. We are normalized. Me and Francis, we are normalized,
Oops, I better hide my, I'm gonna hide my kinky BNB card here.
I'm pretty sure the writing is amazing and everything, but it's just something that I can't bring myself to watch. Anyways, okay, let's continue.
That's right. How did you get into comedy?
That's a very tricky question to ask me because I don't know. But if we're talking about stand-up comedy, some friends of mine said Time Out KL, they do these monthly comedy shows, and they usually have the open mic segment. So they get like 3 or 4 open micers to do a bit. So someone suggested, why don't you go do it? And then I did it. I did a 3-minute set, and then Time Out just kept calling me back to do then 5 minutes, then 7 minutes, then 10 minutes. And then one of my Time Out shows, I asked Joanne Kam to come watch me, because I had done a play with her a few years ago, and you know, she does comedy, so I wanted like her feedback. So she came to watch, and then she liked what she saw, and then she asked me to open for one of her shows. So yeah, that's how it started.
Nice. It's good. She didn't make you go into her malfunctioning wardrobe then.
Yeah.
Because we have been in her malfunctioning wardrobe.
But other than that, I also do sketch comedy and improv as well. I've actually done improv with Joanna. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the improv queen. Yeah.
Many
Woo!
times.
In case you didn't know.
I always grew up with comedy because of my father. My dad produced sitcoms. Like ever since I was born, he was producing sitcoms for local TV. Yeah, so it was. I guess you could say comedy was always in the house. Yeah.
Right.
It's in your blood. It's like, you know, like Maybelline. Maybe you're born
Maybe
with
I'm
it.
born with it. Yeah.
So is it hard, like being a comedian, female comedian especially, and to add it on your Malay, Muslim and all that in Malaysia? Because I mean, like the topics that you talk about are, you know, like we said before, taboo or unspoken is the word. Like you nod, and then but you don't say yes or no.
When it's funny, like when I do shows with Joanne Supercam, because Supercam is a brand.
Yeah.
And so people go in expecting this bunch of women to speak their minds.
Yeah.
So I have to say, whenever I do Supercam, I feel like it is the most well received, because they're like, yes, we want you to say all these dirty words, you know. It's when I do the other, you know, stand-up shows, and especially when the lineup has like, you know, it's predominantly male and I'm the only female one. You know, there are some shows where I talk about the same thing about like blowjobs or something. Like when a guy does it, people laugh, and then when I do it, they're a bit like, oh, I don't know, you know, should she be talking about this? I do get that vibe sometimes, but then, you know, you just learn to like accept it and then move on. But what's really nice is I get stopped sometimes from like female audiences, and they're like, thank you for talking about sex from our point of view, you know?
No, because we never really hear about that point of view from, I mean, like, it's good to have you speak about that, because you don't really have a very clear view of what sex and dating and going out with guys is from a Malay Muslim perspective. Because we always hear it from the Indians, you know, we all loudmouth, must say everything. Chinese girls, they don't say, but they show. Malay Muslims is like, hey, what's going on? Everything is like behind a hijab. You know, it's very difficult
hard
to find
Yeah,
out
behind
what's
closed
going
doors.
on, you know?
Kind of like you don't have an outlet, I guess. But I don't know, like, I feel like why it works is because it's the truth. There are a lot of, I would say, very sexual Malay Muslim women out there.
Hear ye, okay.
And I felt that even though you're speaking from a Malay Muslim perspective, a lot of things you said, because I saw your set last year, they're very relatable. It's actually relatable to all modern women, you know.
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
really
yeah.
like, you know, limited to a community. I felt that other women can relate to it, and it's like, you know, it's like universal. We all have like desires. you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we all have bad relationships. You know.
We've all been through that. Yeah.
So do you think like now that, you know, Jerry Seinfeld has recently said that, you know, political correctness is killing comedy, do you think it's killing comedy here in Singapore and Malaysia, because now there's a lot of censorship issues?
Yeah, like Madonna. Oh dear.
See, comedy in America is already like, it's a mass thing lah, you know. It's, you know, on TV, it's a big thing. So more eyes, more ears. So more feedback. You know, you say something offensive, someone's going to make a noise about it. I guess in Singapore and Malaysia right now, it's still small, it's still niche, it's not super mainstream yet. So I think it hasn't really killed comedy here. Yeah, I think it hasn't. But I know like comedians, when they do corporate shows, they're asked to tone down, that's fine. But in terms of like, you know, like the really genuine like comedy nights, I think we're pretty good, you know?
Yeah, I think performing in front of a corporate crowd is terrifying. Joanna, do you have any experiences
Right,
on
Joanna,
that?
did you did a show
Like all
recently?
these guys, you know, in their freaking suits and ties and stuff. Do you wait for them to get a few drinks in before you really, you know, pump out the real jokes?
Yeah,
Or
I was just
what?
see one, and then they were asking for like jokes on sex, but I couldn't say the word vagina or blowjob or anything vulgar, and I just don't really know how to do it. So talk about sex, but like no words. Yeah,
That's everything, right? In sex jokes.
Yeah.
That's it. You can't talk about anything else.
Let's talk about sex with mime. Mime.
I do interpretive dance.
Or just bring some props, you know. Here's a pair of boxer shorts. Let's talk about that. I'm like, yeah, that's it.
I usually don't do corporate shows. Like I do get asked to do corporate shows, but then I ask the agent or the client, like, do you know my set? Have you heard my set? Because I'm really super adult. And sometimes they say, oh, okay, and then they don't bother me, which is fine. But there have been cases where, you know, they call me, they're like, yes, my bosses have watched you, they like you, they want you to perform at our, you know, company party. And I'm like, okay, cool. Then there have been so many times where, yeah, your bosses are cool, but your staff are like, what the hell is she doing up there?
See those toads over there? They have been staring at us for the past few minutes.
Okay, this question is totally hypothetical. Like, if we kiss them, will they turn into handsome princes?
What's this? Oh crap! Do you think those toads are, you know?
Okay, guys, you all are being paranoid, okay? Especially Raven, okay? We have covered our tracks. We should be okay.
Really? Okay, since Charmaine is an improviser like us, let's play a few, you know, improv games, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. Okay, so the very first game is going to be an alphabet game. So how it goes is like we'll choose an alphabet.
Oh, really? I thought we were going to sing the alphabet song. Oh, man.
You can sing that later. Versus whoever starts the letter, for example, if the person starts with E, till we got stuck or stranded, or we tell a fabulous story.
Is it like one word per person or one?
One sentence. So we'll start with Charmaine.
So E all the way to Z, right?
To
Go back
D,
to
I
D.
think going back to D.
So like one round. We are renting a combination from King B and B. Okay, so we step into the rental apartment. Charmaine can rent anything, can start with a dungeon or whatever, we'll just go from there.
All right. Okay. E, right?
Yeah, starting at E.
Everyone, welcome to the dungeon.
Fear not. This place might look scary, but it's actually not.
Gather round and hold up your cups.
Here, have an underwear.
I don't like the color of your underwear.
Just take everything off.
Keep nothing on except your socks.
This is so going around me, okay? Let yourselves go.
Mommy! I want my mommy!
No, you can't have your mummy, Persis.
Oh no, who brought a kid?
Please. Kids are allowed for this kind of activity. We are very open. We are hipsters.
Quiet, everyone. We need to hear the whole story.
Rest in peace, everyone. There's lots of kinky juices and drinks to enjoy while you're here.
Sorry, but the juices are expired.
Take the juice from the chest over there.
Under the bed, you'll find some condoms where we can use as cups.
Vamp it up with us.
Where were the condoms again, Joanne?
X-rated. This is so X-rated.
cannot get out. We have someone who's out.
Okay, damn it.
Zebra! I just saw a zebra walking to join the party.
This is so wrong, everyone.
Bad. This is really bad.
Okay, back to Charmaine,
Charmaine.
because I'm kicked out. Okay.
Oh, okay. Bad.
okay.
Come, let's just all head into the bedroom.
Do it together, everyone. We'll do it together.
Woo! Do it together.
Hey Raven, that was a great first round, but hey, I think one of the dragons looks like it needs to go to the bathroom. Hey Siti, can you just bring them to the bathroom?
Oh no, is that her running
Yeah.
after the dragon with an autograph book? Oh,
This sucks,
come
man.
on.
She needs to get over the dragon thing.
Let's play another game, shall we?
Yeah, I have a game. How about we play a game called Confession?
Interesting.
So, Charmaine is the guest. So, Charmaine is going to come up with a confession, and each of us
Okay.
would come with a comeback that is supposed to be funny. So, now, Charmaine, can you give me a confession? Any confession will do. Something that you normally won't tell anyone, but you feel like telling everyone now at this podcast.
Okay, all right.
yeah.
My confession is, I lost my virginity when I was 24 years old.
Okay, so what's going to happen is that each of us would have to come up with a comeback, and whenever we're ready, we'll then you say the line again. Then we'll do the comeback.
Okay,
Who
so
has
I
one?
say it. Okay, I lost my virginity when I was 24 years old.
Was that did you have gout at the time?
I lost my virginity when I was 24 years old.
Thanks, ma'am. This is a lost and found section of the police station.
I lost my virginity when I was 24 years old.
I hope your boyfriend is more handsome than Christian Grey.
I lost my virginity when I was 24 years old.
Just 24? I thought it was 14.
I lost my virginity when I was 24 years old.
That's considered quite young for a Chinese lady.
Chinese lady.
Yeah, it's my confession this time. Okay. My confession is I drew in my sleep.
Now I know why you're so wet.
Oh, thank you. I drew in my sleep.
No, honey, it's your husband.
I drew in my sleep.
Are you a baby?
I drew in my sleep. I sound like a crazy person.
Yeah, you're gonna loop this, man.
That's what happens when you dream of me, Joanna.
Wait, what did I miss? What did I miss?
Okay, now I would like to invite on stage Tomboy Tirad to perform comedy magic for us tonight.
Hey, come on, guys. Okay, come on, guys. Let's bring it to the crowd.
Hang on. There's been a change.
What? Hey, it's supposed to be a big moment, okay?
What's going on here?
Two toads. I think the game is up, sis.
Raven, shh. Don't give it away, you idiot.
Persis and Raven, is that something you are not telling us?
Not really, Joanne.
So you guys were saying that Persis and Raven sent you a box of magical toadstools disguised as cheap truffles, which turned you both into toads after you ate them?
How funny is that? What's so stupid?
Is that true, Persis and Raven?
No, come on, Raven, liar, pants on fire. So not true at all. I mean, those toadstool-looking truffles are not cheap, you know. They cost a freaking bomb.
OMG! You just spilled the beans, Persis!
That's not cool, ladies. Persis and Raven, so not cool at all.
How dare you do this to my favorite magic act? You know, should I get my dragons to turn you all into bakwa?
No way, I'll become a barbecue meat. You know what, Charmaine? I don't know these two.
Yeah, I mean, like, who? Persia? Like, what? The name is Persis. I mean, like...
Some friends you both are.
Yeah, you can't even pronounce my name right, City. Yeah, like, come on, you don't mean it, Charmaine. I mean, we have the magic to make your people laugh and forget all their troubles. I mean, we don't need to smoke people like these two. How are they going to perform now that they're toads, you know?
You know what? I have a better idea. Dragons, drop these 4 jokers at the nearest erupting volcano.
Let me go! I don't want to die! Let me go! No!
Oh, Persis and Raven, if I'm not dangling off a dragon, I'll strangle you both right now.
Sorry, guys. We didn't think they would ever find out. At least until our first stage debut.
Guys, why are we stopping?
Because the dragon is going to throw us into the volcano now.
Oh man, I'm all sticky and gross.
Well, I am actually enjoying this. Do you know how much mud baths cost in a spa?
Are you crazy? This is the end of Tomboy Tira though. I mean, like, since both Persis and Raven have fallen into the volcano, it should be pretty cooked and dead by now.
Nah, they are like cockroaches. They will find a way to crawl out of it somewhere, somehow.
Hello? We need some help here. We know both you, City, and Joanna are out there. And hello from the other side.
Hello. Hey, ouch, I'm boiling like scalding hot Indian curry. Whew, hello. Well, folks, that's the end of another ridiculous episode of Tomboy T-Rod with our 2 new co-hosts, Joanna Seo and City. Thanks, ladies, for joining us again. And to you, listeners, thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to the show on iTunes and Stitcher. The show is also available for free streaming on our website, where you'll find absolutely the most brilliant stuff on being a funny geek tomboy in space-time today. Check it out at www.tomboy-tarts.com. It's all about the tomboy, y'all.
That's right. And if you just want to connect with us outside of the show, we are also on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Tumblr. Just type Tomboy Tarts.
And if you'd like to advertise, collaborate, or appear on this podcast or our blog, drop us an email at hello@tomboy-tarts.com. That's hello@tomboy-tarts.com. We are everywhere, guys. Everywhere. So, we'll see you again, listeners, in another 2 weeks with a brand new episode here with Joanna, City, Raven, and myself. Until then, ciao! And adios, amigos!